Next in the running order, guys and gals, themes for the week. The themes for the week. And I struggled to kind of make a list of what this week's been about. It's been a quiet week on the whole. On the whole, quiet. But a few things hanging over my head. One was wondering whether my pals from last Sunday would return. Whether there would be paperwork in hand in initiating eviction proceedings. So far not. But it hangs over you. Like this morning, a car came down this road and stopped, or appeared to stop. And straight away, I'm worried. Is it them? Is this it? It was about the right time. It was in that 8:30 to 8:45 time slot that they occupied last week. So I was worried. And when I'm worried, I'm literally sweating. I'm it's not a nice feeling. And it's a malodorous sweat when you're stressed like that. It is in my case anyway. I'm stinky when I sweat under stress. And I'm a tramp, so I'm probably stinky anyway. You know? So that's been a thing hanging over my head all week, and will continue to do so. Will continue to do so. Okay, guys. What else? Other themes for this week. Other themes. I've lost my place on wish listing. This is the product purchase uncertainty. And thinking about what kind of changes it will make and what else it might enable in the future. What other purchases might either be needed or might be useful to go along with this thing. Wheels are grinding inside my, the cogs are turning. The steam is coming out of my ears while I ponder these possibilities, and possibilities together with obligations, together with, like I said, trying to do right by you guys, because I don't want to spend your money lightly. That's not, I owe I owe you the consideration of spending your money wisely and thoughtfully and in the best way for me, because that's the target, that was your intention giving me the money, for me to use it to best look after me. God, this sounds me narcissistic. Don't mean it like that. I just hope you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm trying to be considerate of you guys and your money. That's enough on that for now. We'll probably come back to it. Another thing of this week. It's a new tent. I've been in it about 2.5 weeks now. And it's picked up its first damage already. I don't know if you saw the video. Tina Damage and Destruction. Or Tina Death and Destruction. Where is she? I'll point you at her again once more. Oh, I'm on power. I'm on a cable. There she is, look, just behind me. Looks like butter wouldn't melt. Looks can be deceptive. Or appearances can be deceptive. I had a visitor, and he stood at the door. Well, I had the door open, it was the mesh, the mosquito net, and Tina just launches right at the net to say hello to the guy. It's an old friend, someone who helped me when I was first homeless, when I lived in the park for 2 months. And he popped round, and Tina saw him and leapt at him. But there was a wire mesh in the way. That's my girl. So that was on a little bit of a downer about that, because this thing was expensive. I paid half. You paid half. Well, between all of you that are out there, you all paid. You paid for it, because the other half is out there. I don't know. I'm talking myself around in circles. It's a lot of money, and to get 2 weeks out of it to the day before she starts putting holes in it. Nah. I love her. I'll just keep telling myself I love her, and maybe I'll get over it. Okay. Now another thing that happened this week, and that was a fairly big deal for me. You remember 4 lights? It never happened, and it never will. I was moving the solar box, the battery box and solar panels and the charge controller out from inside the tent where I put it at night so I can charge from it. I was moving it out into the sun through the day. Didn't have to do that with the old tent because it could just go out with the wires would go out with the door and reach around and be where they needed to be. In this location now with the longer tent, it doesn't quite work that way. I'm having to carry it in and out. And something happened at some point, and do you remember a few months ago I added a second panel, and the charge controller is only built for one set of wires, a positive and a negative, coming in from the solar. So I joined together the two positives and the two negatives, and was pushing in more wire than the charge controller was comfortable with. And while I was moving it the other day, I saw too much copper. The wires weren't in and being gripped by the screws inside the charge controller. So I decided I had to do some surgery on the charge controller. You know, I had to undo the wires and redo them. And what I thought I would do was take the opportunity. If you remember, Mark and Jeff, who gave me this system, and who provided the second panel and everything, they also gave me a second charge controller, a newer, better charge controller. And I thought I would take the opportunity to put that into play. So while I was undoing all the wires and tidying them up and better joining them together, I took the decision to put them into the new charge controller and set that up. And it doesn't have 4 lights. This one has a digital readout. So I never achieved 4 lights from this system with that particular setup, and I now never will. So that's something that needs what's the word? Commemorating, I guess, to the old charge controller. It's still good and we'll find a use one day, but it's no longer primary in my current system. Okay, folks. Now, my friend Jasper out there. Jasper's here, I think, still. My friend Jasper had some bad news this week. He experienced a loss. If any of you have been to Jasper's site, Jasper's YouTube channel, go and have a look. Go and take a look. I'll post a link. I don't think I've done so yet, but I will post a link in the description and the pinned comment afterwards. And he's a bit of he's very much an individual. As we've discussed already from his kind of stream of consciousness posting of comments. But go and have a look. Go and have a look at the lad's YouTube channel, and but Jasper once upon a time took in 3 sheep that I think were going to be put down at the time. He took them in, and he lost 2 of them over the years, and he was left with just one, Heinrich, and he lost Heinrich this week. I think it was Friday. He had the vet round, and the vet for a while now. Jasper's been having to help Heinrich get up off the ground, arthritic joints and things. And he had the vet around this week, and the vet called time. The vet said, too much pain for the poor soul. So Heinrich was put down, and this actually knocked me a bit on. Like I said, I think it was Friday night. It was late at night when Jasper found me on Twitter and told me, because I just started watching his channel and looking through the back catalogue of videos, getting to know them. And you're just getting to know someone. It's a sheep, I know, but someone. They have personalities. They're individuals. I was just getting to know the pair of them, and Heinrich is gone. So Jasper, sorry mate, sorry for your loss, and R.I.P. Heinrich. Rest in peace. It did affect me a bit. You've seen I'm a bit of a soft Jesse. You've seen this. Bursting into tears talking about some copper getting his head caved in. Well, about him walking at the police station thanking me. Almost the same thing. Okay, folks. Those are themes and major events of the week. We're coming up on 52 minutes. Shall we begin? Okay. This is episode 27 of TrampCast, and we're about to begin the events of the week proper. Join me on Sundays for TrampCast. It's the weekly look at the successes, the failures, the happenings in my life as a tramp, a homeless guy, a hobo, living in Torrevieja in Spain. It's at 5 o'clock Spanish time, Central European time. It's at 4 p.m. GMT, UK time, and 10 a.m. US Central time. Love to see you there, folks. Okay. Delta Mike, out.